Sony has been killing it this year with its excellent portable audio equipment and of course a very strong India strategy. Following the recent launch of the WH-1000XM4 active noise cancelling truly wireless earbuds, a review of which should be up on our channel, a card should pop up right now. We have the WH-1000XM4 active noise cancelling headphones, and spoiler alert, these are the best active noise cancelling headphones out there. And that's not a surprise considering the fact that up until now the WH-1000XM4, the previous versions of these ones, have been the reigning champion. However, that doesn't mean that you should go ahead and upgrade your older WH-1000XM4 headphones, because the differences in the feature set and of course the performance are very subtle to begin with. Hi, I'm Ershad from Mr. Phone, and in this video I'm going to review the newly launched WH-1000XM4. But before we move on, don't forget to hit that red subscribe button and the bell icon right next to it to get notified whenever Mr. Phone puts out an awesome new tech video. Now, when you look at the design of the XM4, it's definitely not like a looker, and Sony hasn't made any visible changes to the design compared to its predecessor. It is the same almost staid form factor in black/silver. You can see the black variant out here, and with rose gold accents, which makes it look slightly more attractive. In fact, if you look at it, the zipper puller on the hard case is also rose gold. I really like the hard case. It is compact and comes with a bunch of whole accessories inside. You get a 3.5mm cable for wired audio, and of course you also get an airplane jack, and of course finally you get a Type-C to Type-A cable for charging the headphones. Everything you need and nothing you don't. Now, before I talk about the fit, I must tell you I'm very sensitive to clamping force in supra-aural headphones, and I sweat very easily if the leather generates heat around my ears. Thankfully, the XM4 is super comfortable, and the leather padding is also damn comfortable, and it is lightweight thanks to the all-plastic construction. The best part is it doesn't clamp too tight on your head. Plus, despite the reduction in padding on the headband compared to the XM3, I didn't feel any discomfort as such. If you're not too sensitive to headphones, the XM4s won't bother you even in a long haul flight, whenever that happens next. But yes, the XM3 was a smidgen more comfortable compared to the XM4s. While the headphones are made entirely of plastic, I can assure you that it doesn't feel flimsy by any stretch, and I'm actually stretching it out here. The metal band extender offers a nice flex and regains shape the moment you let it go. So the XM4's design and fit is going to be the least of your concerns, unless you like the sleek and futuristic look of the Bose 700 instead, just because this one's a slightly more staid design. The XM4 has a couple of buttons on the left ear cup, one of which is the power button, which also doubles up as the pairing button, and the other one is a multi-purpose button that can be configured from the app. But there are only 3 options available to switch between ambient sound control or between Google Assistant and Amazon Alexa. Now, if you take a look at it, additionally Sony has added a chip to the headphones for wear detection. Now, this means the headphones pause music when you take it off, so currently it is paused, and when you put it back on right now, like it's on my head, it starts playing music again. So you can see it's paused, and you can see it started playing again. It's pretty well done and very sensitive as well. Now, there are touch controls on the surface of the right ear cup, so you can double tap to play or pause music, swipe forward to go to the next song, or swipe backward to go to the previous song respectively. And finally, you can swipe up or down to increase or decrease the volume. The touch controls actually work extremely well. Also, remember how you could cup any one of the ear cups to go into ambient mode to talk to anyone? Well, now you have the speak to chat feature, wherein the mic on the headphone identifies your voice and turns off the music and switches on ambient mode. 30 seconds after you're done talking, it switches the music back on again. It could be very useful when you're actually working and don't want to be disturbed. But then if someone comes and talks to you and it's important and you need to respond, you can actually do that very fast as well. Talking about the Headphone Connect app, it is like your control center for the headphones. Sony has made it extremely feature rich, and it is available for both Android and iOS. You get your OS updates for the headphones from here. Moreover, for those who like to tune the equalizer, can do so using the app. I will talk more about the app's functionalities as we move along. Now, pairing is the easiest on the WH-1000XM4 thanks to the support for Google Fast Pair. So it immediately recognizes your headphones and connects to it the moment you switch on Bluetooth and start pairing. Plus the XM4 has multi-point support as well, which means that you can have it connected to two devices at once, which is awesome. You can follow the instructions from the app that are easily laid out, and as you can tell that I have a lot of these devices paired, but I can connect to like the Galaxy Tab S7 Plus and of course the OnePlus 8 Pro right now at the same time. Plus the XM4 was rock solid with Bluetooth connection on my OnePlus 8 Pro, Note 20 Ultra, MacBook Pro and the Tab S7 Plus. Not once did the audio skip during my testing period. It is that good. As for the battery life, Sony promises 30 hours on a single charge, but that will depend on what codec you're streaming on and if you're using ANC continuously and if what the volume level is. In my testing on LDAC codec with ANC on and volume at 80%, I got around 23 hours on a single charge. The number is still pretty damn good, nothing to complain about. Oh, and by the way, you also get fast charging support, using which you can get 5 hours of playback on just 10 minutes of charge. So the next time you forget to charge your headphones before a flight, fret not. All you need to do is find a charging spot. Now before we evaluate the sound, I'll just say this. The active noise cancelling on the XM4 is the best ever on a headphone that I have tested yet. Yes, it can cut out the lower frequency sounds such as the low hum of an air conditioner or a jet engine with consummate ease. However, it can also cut out the cacophony of human voices, and that's where other headphones struggle. It cuts out the environmental noise to such an extent that if someone even walks behind you making a lot of noise, you will never know. Furthermore, it doesn't create any vacuum in your head at all. Now coming to the sound signature, last year's XM3 was exceptional to begin with, but this year the XM4 is even better. However, you should know that you don't get aptX or aptX HD codec support this year. For example, when you go to the sound quality setting, you will see a priority on sound quality setting that actually goes to LDAC, which can stream BT audio at a bitrate of up to 990 kilobytes per second, which is the best you can get. And most phones do offer support for LDAC. Now, if not, you get dropped down to an AAC or SBC codec, and you can prioritize on a stable connection. But remember that LDAC will prioritize on sound quality, but your connection will not be as stable. And also one more thing to remember is that if you are using multi-point on two devices, then it prioritizes on stable connection and it cannot do LDAC on multi-point. And as you can see out here, there is a setting for DSEE Extreme, which is absolutely important for you to get the best out of your headphones, because it manages to ensure that you don't lose out much in extremely compressed audio. Sony does some sort of digital processing which makes it better. Now with the Sony WH-1000XM4, you get an excellent almost neutral sound tuning with a slight bump in the low end to give some more energy and to make your favorite tracks sound more musical. For example, in Jaguar God by Mastodon, when the bass drum kicks in around the 30-second mark, you can actually feel the impact. Plus, it is absolutely crazy how good the sound staging is in the same song when you can listen to all the instruments placed all around your head. There is proper vertical height and horizontal height for you to perceive. Now, for example, at around the 2-minute mark, you can hear a string instrument kick in at the extreme left side of your head. Then the bass drum comes in from the right. It is sublime, I tell you. In this price range or lower, there are very few headphones that can beat the sound staging of the XM4. Now, if I had to pick a couple of headphones, then probably the Meze 99 Classics and the Sennheiser HD25-2 would slightly be better. But of course, I mean, the XM4 is no slouch. Wait for it though, it gets even better. The XM4 comes with support for 360 reality audio, which just takes the sound staging experience to the next level. If you take a look at it, you can see the 360 sign out here. Every well re-recorded song sounds like a concert in your head. Remember how I said that the WH-1000XM3 truly wireless earbuds couldn't do it properly? Well, the XM4 just fixed that problem for me. You need a pair of headphones to feel that soundstage. I heard Closer by Chainsmokers and I hadn't heard the song in such an open setting ever before. The vocals and the instruments get their own space in your head, which recreates a virtual surround effect that sounds pretty cool. However, know that you need to use an app like Tidal to experience it. Most mainstream streaming services don't have the high-res streaming options. Of course, they don't even have like a master quality or an F-FLAC streaming as well. In fact, on an app like Tidal, you get Dolby Atmos and of course 360 as well, which is a game changer if you want to listen to music like a concert. And I don't even have to say it, even when it comes to clarity, dynamics and imaging, the XM4 just shines. And this happened when I tested Jia Jale from Dil Se. You can listen to every beat distinctly and the imaging is just top notch. I must highlight that the treble performance in the song is particularly engaging and has the right amount of shimmer to please an audiophile. Now the mids are great too, which is evident from Demi Lovato's wonderfully painful Anyone. The pathos in her voice comes through beautifully and the XM4 manages to reproduce it masterfully. You can tell I absolutely love the sound sound signature of the Sony WH-1000XM4s. Sony has done a phenomenal job tuning it. Now, when it comes to latency while gaming in wireless mode, the XM4 has a perceptible lag. You can listen to it right now. As for the mics, Sony has made an improvement here and calls sound great. But yes, it is not the absolute best or anything. You can still make Zoom calls without worrying, and that's what matters. So we're at the end of the review, and if you already own a pair of WH-1000XM3 headphones from Sony, then there is absolutely no reason for you to upgrade to the 1000XM4s. Heck, if Sony drops the price on the XM3, I would suggest that for those who can't afford the XM4, they should actually pick that up as well, because the differences between the two are very negligible to begin with. Having said that, if you are in the market for a pair of active noise cancelling headphones and want just the best of the best out there, then I have no doubt in my mind that the XM4 is the best option for you. Which is why the XM4 also gets the coveted Mr. Phone's Editor's Pick badge. And for those wondering if the Bose 700 is better than the XM4, then it is definitely not. Unless you, of course, want, like I mentioned earlier, a futuristic design, which I think you can actually let go of, because this is not like a bad design or anything. And in fact, when it comes to comfort, this one's actually better. So what did you guys think of the XM4s? Do let me know in the comment section below. Until next time, this is Ershad from Mr. Phone signing off. Goodbye and Godspeed, my friends.